Hello, chat. How are you? How's everyone's Thursday so far? Ladies, gentlemen, programs, users, and gentlefolk, welcome on into the arcade. I'm your host, Scott. How's everyone doing today? You good? I hope you're good. Chat. We're running late. There almost wasn't a stream today. I'll just notch it up to bipolar things because whoo, this time of year gets me hard, and I will be the first to admit that the low energy vibe kicked in pretty harsh this morning when I woke up. Not much that I can really do about it other than it's like, just accept it is what it is. It's not cold here anymore. Actually, the temperature has gone up. We're only sitting at -6 now. It's no longer -22. So thank God for that. But yeah, it's whew. For some of you though, it's freaking bloody cold. It's freaking cold. And yeah, no, it's true. Sometimes it do be like that. This time of year, I find, you know, being bipolar, that this is usually when I hit my major dip for the year. It's just because it's not as friendly to be outside. I am an outdoors kind of person. I like being outside. I like the sunshine. I like the grass and the breeze, and you know, I like the fresh air and just being out. And this time of year, you end up spending more time in. You're not out and about as much. I'm not as socially active this time of the year, so it is draining. It does take its toll on the mental health side of things. So, but we're here. How is everybody? What are you guys currently working on? Anybody got anything interesting or fun that they're currently doing? And if you are, feel free to share that in chat. We had a pretty good, I gotta say, I was hanging out in Tiger Rider's chat last night for a little bit, and I gotta say, I was enjoying the conversation as it was going. Now, last night, I did get a little bit of reprieve. Zool came over and hung out for a little bit. She brought her dog Lilo over with her. We went for a bit of a walk, even though it was like brutally freaking cold. And then she stuck around and offered to buy my roommate and I dinner last night, which was, we ordered pizza from a local place called Tilson Pizza, which listen, if you can get 2 large pizzas for $33, which is the same price as getting 1 single large pizza from Domino's, and it is better quality pizza, it's you don't turn that down. You don't say no to that. And thankfully, you know, she got to sit here and hang out for a little bit, and it's just this time of year, I gotta say, this is the time of year where it's just like, things are just like, wow. It's hard not to sequester yourself indoors. But thankfully, you know, I think part of it is she kind of understood that. Because I know last night after I wrapped up stream, because we did the sponsored stuff for Age of Darkness, and I'm just gonna ask, like, what was everyone's thought of yesterday's stream? Like, what was the vibe that you got from Age of Darkness Final Stand? Were you digging it? You know, like, that's the other thing too. I've come across the issue recently that a lot of the stuff that I'd be interested in doing sponsored content for, I'm not seeing show up. Whoa. Easy. There's no scam here. What are you talking about? Scam. So yeah, the big thing is I'm starting to notice a lot of the stuff that I'd be very interested in streaming from a sponsor perspective. I think part of the hit was there are some metrics that in order to get some of these other titles this community, like the community and the growth on it and the channel itself isn't really hitting. So it's like, what do you do, right? Like, I'm still putting in for some of these titles because I do really want to give some of them a try. But I am noticing that some of the benchmarks that a lot of these game developers want, it's gone up, right? So they're expecting a higher quality of content and higher metrics in order to then be accepted into doing some sponsored stuff for them. I understand it's business. It still doesn't feel great when I see that change in the gaming sphere, in the gaming market, but what do you do? It is what it is, and you can't do much about it. Hi, Sleepy, how are you? Badger, how are you doing? Tech Noir, what are you up to? Sports Fan, by the way, Sports Fan, I know you're freezing down there in Texas. I'm sorry, man. You're just gonna have to keep it. You're just gonna have to keep what you got. It is what it is, man. Just accept. Anyway, we're not gonna sit here babbling too long. We're just gonna jump into the game. So you're gonna notice a bit of a change here because Dad did as usual. You could start a stream from no, we are not. I can't put a pool in this apartment. Yes, Dad installed Reshade. I don't feel bad about it either. It's just like, nope, don't feel bad about it. Do not feel bad about this at all. No, I cannot. Number one, I do not have the physical floor space in my room to have a small pool. Nor do I want a small pool in here. Also, roommate's dog to contend with. This is a terrible idea. I appreciate what you're saying there, Tech, but the answer is no. There will be no. We're not doing it. Okay. Not happening. Okay, this I've got to get rid of. Okay, that we're gonna get rid of. Thank you. Okay, boom, done. Nice. That I don't know about that automatic depth of field. I mean, it kind of looks good, but meh. Let's turn the game up a little bit though. That is very low. Clippity cloppity. Them hairy knees poking out of the funny thing is because I deal with eczema and it gets really bad at this time of year. Hi, typical. How are you doing? Pull a hot tub stream from Dad. Ew, yeah, right. Dad's gonna remove some stuff here. We're gonna remove that, and we're gonna remove that. Okay, and we're gonna just let Reshade do its thing. We're gonna let Reshade do its thing, chat. Okay. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. Anyway, yeah, them hairy knobby ass legs hanging out of the water. No, that sounds terrible. This does not sound like a good time at all. Do I have an RTGI? I do not. SSR? Yeah, SMAA, no. Ooh, that NV sharpen is terrible. Wow, that is way too much. Okay, you know what? We'll just leave it as it is. So I don't really have a lot of hair on the lower part of my legs. It looks like my legs are shaved. Like my skin is shiny because of eczema. And the worst part is with that part of my leg, I can't even grow hair. Like, there's no pores down there. I don't know. It's the weirdest flipping thing, man. It is so freaking weird. I can't even tell you. All right, well, this is looking a lot better with the reshade running. So we're gonna get out of here. So I took it upon myself to do a little extra stuff the other night. Let's just say we've progressed things with Teresa a lot. I'm glad I did it off stream because some of the stuff, it was racy. The cutscene was very racy. There was booba and everything going on, and I'm like, I'm kind of glad I did that off stream, because had I done that on stream, I mean, we might have gotten banned. There might have been some terms of service broken. Altering the developers in what? What do you mean? What? Adding reshade and just enhancing the color palette and everything instead of that weird sepia? I don't feel like that's actually taking away from anything, but it's just personal. Okay, what do we currently have? My friend Timmy, Vengeance, Scavenger. I mean, ooh. You know what? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back down towards Lechedko. Nah, Twitch don't care. Built-in booba is okay. Modded booba. No. This was not modded booba. This was the definitely working as intended. Even caught me at, I was like, well, this is woo. We'll probably end up seeing a little bit more of that at some point. I'm certain of it. I am certain of it. But I just did the whole, you know, maybe I'm kind of glad I did this off stream. Because, goddamn. There was, it was some softcore porn. Listen, it was like watching HBO Max, okay? That's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of HBO Max back in the day. You know, after midnight, a little bit of that softcore, you know? You're sitting there with all your teenage buddies, and you're trying to, like, watch HBO without paying for it, and it's got, like, the lines running in, and you're like, I saw a nipple. That's kind of what it reminded me of. It's like, that's what it legit reminded me of. I was like, damn. I didn't realize they were that descriptive in the game, but here we are. Okay, so am I heading the right? I am heading the right direction towards Lechedko. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna follow this road down. I'm not ready to do the my brother Timmy just yet. What I would like to do is I would actually like to get myself into
Yeah.
I want to get myself into the Retai tournament just to see what that's all about. Is a friend indeed. Okay, well, there we go. We're gonna, I guess, find out how Fritz and Matthew are doing. There we go. We're gonna go see how Fritz and Matthew are doing, chat. It's early morning. Your gift badge is an active nonsense. Wait, what? Who can? Wow. Yeah, tell them to go F themselves. Like, bruh. Are we heading the right direction? Oh, kind of? No. All right. We're cutting through the forest here, chat. Oh, that's fence. Shiza. Shiza. There we go. Okay, now we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a tree. Jesus. That came up a little faster than I was expecting. Sheesh. I did check that vid. I watched it. I'm actually subscribed to Hoki Hoshi on YouTube, and yeah, I'm glad to see that they're bringing back TXR. We've needed a game like Tokyo Extreme Racer for a good, solid, modern remake of it. And I'm kind of glad to see that coming back, honestly. All right, so we're on our way back to Lechedko, which, if memory serves correctly, this is where we need to be anyway. So we're gonna go see how Fritz and Matthew are doing. I'm gonna cut through here. I don't know what that was all about, but okay. What do you mean objective completed? I don't know how they're doing. Old Thomas. Where are... Oh. Hey, we found Matthew. Or Fritz. We found Fritz.
Glad to fucking see you, Henry.
How do you like it at the mill, Fritz? It's got to be better than the mines.
It's worse here than at Skalitz. There you could disappear without anyone noticing. But here...
They definitely nailed the vibe. Nice. I'm glad they... Yeah, I think from what I saw from that video, they did definitely nail the vibe quite well.
I'm not sure that's possible.
You better believe it. I'd like to pay him back for everything and drown him in the river.
Whoa!
Drown him? What's he done to you?
It was the first or the second day here. We had a disagreement and I told him off. And then, all of a sudden, we're fighting and that fucker just throws me in the river. I nearly drowned.
Well, how did you get out? I thought you couldn't swim.
I can't. They pulled me out. I was up to my waist in water.
I see. Well, I'd be pretty fucking angry
Up to his waist.
So
It's not that bad.
Back?
Exactly. I don't give a shit about anything around here, but that bastard's in need of a good trouncing.
What about the others at the mill? Are they awful
We
as
gotta
well?
find out.
The miller's an old fool. He believes every word that comes out of Thomas's mouth. It's hopeless. And then there's the miller's daughter. She's a pretty lass, and kind with it. And what can she do? Nothing. Not that it stops Matthew gonna see her. But Thomas is the root of the problem.
Do you think he's jealous? Is she a sweetheart?
He might make puppy dog eyes at her, but most of the time he just struts about like a peacock. I really don't think she's the problem.
I spoke with him briefly and he doesn't seem so horrible.
Then you ought to try working with him. He's a sneaky bastard and arrogant. You should see how he puffs himself up when he's off to play dice with Lawrence.
Who's Lawrence? Another mill hand?
Aye, but at the neighbouring mill. They call him the Wren. Damned if I know why.
The Wren.
Thomas goes there to play dice with him.
And what
The
do you want
Wren?
to do about it? Do you think you can
What?
come to an agreement?
No fucking chance. Matthew hopes so because he likes it here. It's true the work's better than the mines, but the pay's worse.
So how do you plan on dealing with it? Leaving?
Perhaps. But first, I want to give Thomas a proper trouncing. I mean a real thrashing.
And you think that will help?
Maybe. Maybe
Probably
he'll knock
not.
some sense into that fat head of his. Or he'll be too frightened to mess with me.
That might help.
So why don't you arrange a fight with him? If we win, he'll leave us alone. Oh, we could...
What?
We could lure him off someplace far away and then wait for him. Maybe to play dice with Lawrence. He would have to go through the dark woods.
I'll think about it.
All right, Matthew. Excuse me, sir. Sir, Matthew.
Hey,
Stop.
Henry.
I've heard you don't have it easy here.
So you spoke to Fritz then? I bet that
Yes,
wasn't
we
quite
spoke
how
to
he put it.
Fritz.
No, not quite. Apart from Thomas's name, the rest was mostly swear words.
I can imagine. I've been hearing the same from him all week. The foreman here is a pain in the ass. He's trying either to wear us to the bone or force us to leave.
Welcome on in, folks. Come on in. Don't be shy.
Always forcing you to work, is he?
If only. That wouldn't be so awful. But nothing we do is good enough for him. There's always some reason for him to yell at us.
I can imagine.
You know what it's like. We do too little, and it takes us too long, and what we eat's worth more than the work we've done, and it's no fun listening to that sort of shit day after day.
And the miller won't stick up for you. I would have thought all the yelling would drive him mad.
Not really. He trusts that loudmouth bastard more than us. He's got us down for a pair of parasites.
I see.
Oh, excuse me. That was very rude.
What's so stupid
I've
is the
been
mill
dealing
really
with
needs
like
us.
the
They
last 2
haven't had
days.
any
My
hands here
stomach's
for
just
quite a while.
feeling a
The
little
mill needs a lot of
queasy
fixing.
for whatever
With them
reason.
around, we can't even get to work.
And you definitely don't... You don't ever provoke him?
I've already told you once, he's an arsehole. I'd say there's nothing we can do about it. If he wants to yell at us, he'll yell at us.
Have you tried talking with him?
What do you think? But that just sets him off. He starts saying we're practically bandits, and what he's going to do about it. That gets Fritz going, and he starts yelling too.
Uh-huh.
And what do you want to do about it? Just run away?
Actually, I'd like to stay here, at least for a bit. I never would have thought I'd like working in a mill, but not with him around.
I mean...
It's unbearable, and there's no one I can complain to. But you could.
Me? Do you think they'll listen to me?
They did once already, didn't they? They hired us because of you. You could have another word with them.
Back then, making promises was enough. Now, it will be worse.
You can forget about the miller.
Man, that
Thomas
chainmail's
needs to
looking
convince.
real clean.
The miller takes his opinion seriously. So, will you do it for us? Again?
Fine. I'll try and talk to him.
I'm glad. But try not to get on his wrong side. You won't get anywhere with him then.
I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, so
See you
we
later.
talked to Matthew. Sort out Fritz. Okay, can we talk to old Thomas here? All right.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
So what do you think about the workers I brought you?
If I hadn't put in a good word for them, the miller would have thrown them out by now.
I heard them say something else.
So they're complaining, are they? I provide for them, and all they do is slack off.
Isn't it the miller who provides for them?
He can't manage the work anymore. If it weren't for me, there'd be nothing left standing around here.
But you need the help anyway. And they're pretty handy.
This is true.
Maybe, but they're in no danger of overworking themselves. They act like they're too good for the mill, and I saw them eyeing up Jane.
Nothing strange about that. She's a pretty girl, and she's of an age to marry.
It's not marriage they've got on their minds.
How does he
Have
know?
their way with her, then before her belly started to grow, they'd have run for the hills.
Look, we can reach an agreement. You need the mill fixed, they need the money. If they have peace to do their work, they'll be able to finish it faster.
But
And then they'll take their groschen and leave. The mines will open again, and the faster they get their money, the quicker they'll be gone.
But do you really think I can trust them to do it? Will they do their work and leave? And leave Jane alone in the meantime?
Of course. They're not interested in the mill. They just need the coin to pay their debts. Once they've got enough, they'll have no reason to stay here.
We hope.
I never thought we could sort it
We
out
hope.
this way.
I've
Right,
known them
guys?
for a long time, and you can rely on them when it comes to this. Everybody will be better off.
All right. If they keep their part of the bargain, I'll even give them a few extra groschen. But woe betide them if they don't. You can tell them that. Take care now.
All right, let's talk to Matthew. Let's see if we can fix all of this up.
Greetings, Henry.
Okay.
It took some doing, but I made a deal with him.
I'm glad to hear it.
Let's
So we can
see.
stay here? He'll leave us be?
He'll leave you alone, but there are conditions. Once you finish your job, you'll vanish from here. But you'll get an extra groschen or two for your troubles.
And that's it? I thought... Never mind.
Oh, and you're to stop dallying with the miller's daughter. Keep on mucking about with her and you'll muck things up for yourselves.
The fucking bastard. He can go fuck himself. He'd better give us enough groschen to make it worth it. But I suppose I should thank you. You may have brought us some peace and quiet, and that's better than nothing.
I
Here's
hope
something for you.
so. How did I... Wait, what?
See you later.
Okay. Well, we... Guess we got that kind of taken care of. Maybe you can prevent Fritz from murdering Thomas. Okay, so we've got that handled. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep my eyes on I'll be keeping my eyes on TXR for sure. It's still early access if I read everything correctly, yeah? What? Come on, bro. You and your freaking dog, man. All right, what do we got on the map here? So we still have, yeah, find the treasure under the dovecote. The problem is there's a whole freaking raft of jackassery up there. I think what we'll do is we're gonna go, yeah, we'll throw a marker down there. We're gonna head back. We're gonna have a conversation with Teresa really quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm on. Am I? No. Damn it. Okay. Well.
Yeah.
Just gonna straight across the fields because it's easier that way. It's just easier to go across the fields. And I mean, listen, we're not doing any harm by cutting across the fields anyway, so it's not really that great of a loss, you know? Well, one thing about cutting across the fields is you get some horsemanship for it, but also I don't have to deal with as many scumbags. So, Tech Noir, how much did it run you for TXR? If you don't mind me asking. Okay, let's remove the marker.
I've got something for you.
Ooh.
I hope you won't need them, but just
Oh
in case.
my.
Thank you.
Bandages.
Wouldn't you like to take a stroll somewhere?
I'd love to.
Whoa, whoa. Where are we going? Oh, wait, what? What's happening?
I love it here by the water. But how come you've been so quiet the whole time? What's on your mind?
You're on my mind.
Oh.
Oh? In what way?
Let's go.
You know, how pretty you look in that.
Ah. You think I look pretty, do you?
Yeah. Especially when you laugh.
I was afraid you'd say especially when you've no clothes on.
Well, now that you mention it.
Come here, you charmer.
Are we gonna go get freaky in the barn again? What's going on? What's the deal, yo?
The time passes so quickly with you, Henry. Come and see me again sometime.
Oh my. Uh-huh. All right. Nice thing is, this all provides a bit of a development called Smitten. When you're smitten by love, the world seems more beautiful than before, and maybe you seem more beautiful to the world. After spending time with your beloved, your charisma is temporarily increased by 3. That's a freaking win in my book. Hell yeah. We also get a +2 charisma bonus because of flower power. And we get a +1 bonus because, so 3, 4, 6. That's right. Double the charisma. All because, you know, we're smitten. Flower power. We got some of them weeds on us, so you know. And because we're clean. We're all shoring up and such. Speaking of which, I think it's time to go and get ourselves shaved. Time to keep ourselves a little cleaned up here. Excuse me. Hey, oop. The broom is in the middle of... Why did you just drop the broom in the middle of the road? Mistress Belinda. Oh, may I have it?
God grant you help.
Did she just stick her finger in her ear in front of us?
I'm interested in your services.
And what is it you'd like?
I don't think I need to heal my... Well, you know what? Screw it. We'll do that.
I'll certainly need a physician to treat my wounds.
We don't really have any wounds, but I mean,
laundering my clothes.
you know, for 30
I'm sure
groschen.
you'll be extremely satisfied. Goodbye.
And we're not in that big of a, you know, in a massive need for healing or anything, but Sleepy, how are you? What are you working on? You got any interesting projects going along at the moment? Okay, let's see if we can get a shave going here. We're gonna
I'd like to order something.
Order something here.
Want?
Let's get a shave, shall we? Okay, no.
No deal.
Okay, let's see. Casual elegance.
No deal.
Woodsman's pride. Sure, why not?
I'd
We'll go
like
with
that. Thank you.
Done
I'm sure you'll
and
be
done.
extremely satisfied. Good luck then.
We'll work on that buff. We're getting that buff up. There we go. Okay, there we go. We're all nice and clean. Can't get any cleaner if we tried. How's our stats looking? Nourishment 100. Okay, everything's maxed out at 100. Giggity. Okay, let's hop up here.
Yeah.
A couple of things. How's our inventory for arrows doing? Okay, so we've got some bandages. I have better piercing. So I've got the one thing I did grab was I grabbed a new bow. I am using better arrows. So I think we're all right. Hi, Weasley Badger. And yeah, no, it like, just because you have that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to pronounce it to the world that you've supported a channel, right? You don't have to have your bits badge or whatever else, right? Like,
With salt, caraway seeds, garlic, and more. You'll find it nowhere else.
okay, let's talk to our
Good day to
apothecary.
you. What do you need?
Let's see. Let's talk trade. We're gonna go to sell. I think I've got weeds. I should have weeds. Yeah, as you can see, I've also managed to get myself some fairly decent armor so far. A lot of that armor came from... I've gotten into some scuffles with a couple of baddies. All right, let's see. Okay. Seems to be... We're good? Is that everything? That is everything. All right. You know what? Let's add that to the basket. That way we're not dragging that around. Okay, you get 19. I mean, sure, why not? I'm not even going to haggle. I'm not even going to haggle. It's not worth it. Oh, come on. Sir, I'm terribly sorry. Just games like, yo, we're just, there you go. That's right. That's better. There you go. Okay. Mount. Woo, that seemed a little chuggy. All right, so what do we currently have in our quest log here? All we've got is find Markwart von Aulitz and avenge your parents. Find out where the Runts gang is. Okay, so inquire after Timmy at the windmill. Talk to Mirka behind the windmill. All right, so I guess we're gonna have to. Frickin' do that. I don't want to do it, but all right. I want to check something here. Yeah, I don't think I like the Adolf.
Sigismund and his murderers took everything I had.
Oh my god.
I'm still shaken at the knees. I don't know how I managed to escape alive. All of a sudden, they were gone. And me and Mistress Zora and a few stable boys were left standing in the middle of a bloodbath.
That's great.
I'm at your service tonight.
Wait, whoa, wait. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm being referred to as Sir Knight. When did this happen? How did I suddenly become a knight? What on earth happened? What transpired? What? Is it my charisma? Apparently they think I'm a knight now? What the hell? I'm very confused. I don't recall ever doing anything that would, turn me into a knight. All right, well, we're gonna put the horse over here for a moment. Hanush, no, that's Hanush's horse. That's Keepon's horse. All right, let's go into the hall proper here and see what we can do. Oh, no. Before we get arrested, let's not do that and say we did. Thank you. Okay, nope. Wait, what? Excuse me? Was ist los? All right. Well, seems pretty reasonably large up here, but this is not what I was looking for. Oh, no, we're not lockpicking that either. That seems like a terrible idea. So that's blocked off. This is the kitchen. Ooh, cold cellar. No, we're not robbing the place either. It's not happening. Not robbing anything. I'm just not going through with that.
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir, I met the parish priest of Uzhitz, and I must say he's a very interesting man.
I should say so. Have you ever seen him at swordplay? Not bad for a man of the cloth, is he? Rumor has it, when he finished his studies at the university where his father sent him, he decided the religious life wasn't for him, and vanished to foreign parts.
Okay,
They say he made a
fair.
living as a mercenary. I even heard he fought against the Turk at the Battle of Kosovo. And then he suddenly came back and settled down here. No doubt it cost his family plenty, but he's a fair man and I'm fond of him. There's a lot to be said for a priest with a good understanding of vice.
Okay.
Henry, just the man I want to see.
All right, let's see what Hanush needs.
What's the problem, sir?
The Archbishop's vicar has come to Uzhitz. I don't know why exactly, but the rumor is that he's on the hunt for heretics, which frankly never meant any good, especially for me.
I'm sorry, but I'm not really up on religious ranks, sir. What does a vicar do, exactly?
You don't have to apologize. It's the devil's own work to make sense of their twisted hierarchy. The vicar is short for vicarious, meaning in place of. He has full power to act on his superior's behalf.
I see.
Uh-huh.
In this case, sadly, the superior in question is that nincompoop, Archbishop Zbigniew Hare of Hassenburg.
What should I do about him, then?
Firstly, find out why he's really here. He might truly be on the hunt for heretics, which wouldn't be good news.
Oh, this does not bode well.
He's here to size up my estate, which would be even worse.
I understand. And then what?
The best thing for me and all concerned would be for him to pack his bags and go back to Prague.
And how can I, encourage him to do that? I can't just kick him out, can I?
No, of course
No,
not.
we can't.
But if you can make him
I mean, we
believe
could
there's
try.
nothing to find here, he'll be off in no time. So tell him I've sent you to assist him.
I understand. And my task is to assist him in finding nothing.
Indeed.
All right.
And what if there really are heretics?
My
Gotta ask the
boy,
question.
my boy, have you ever seen a heretic?
Gotta ask the
No.
question.
There, you see. I haven't either. Most of the time, the prelates just infect
Prelates. I
them,
love that. The
scare folk
prelates.
with. So don't put much faith in their existence.
But
But what if there really are some? Then deal with them. But make sure that interfering bastard gets out of here.
Okay.
very well, I'll get going straight away.
Good luck, lad. And be careful. Clergymen are wily weasels. So take care.
I'll be careful. Don't worry, Sir Hannes.
God be with you.
Okay. Well. Okay, let's hop on the horse and let's go talk to the vicar. Yeesh. Okay, looks like we're about to go run off some holy men. Shit. All right, where am I going for this one? We're going up to Ushitz, right? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna go by way of Neuhof. Yeah, here we go. All right, let's go talk to the clergy. This ought to go swimmingly well. Hup. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I need a moment here. If you're wondering what Dad is doing, just bear with me for a moment. Trust me, there is a method to the madness, okay? Settings. Let's go to the settings. Print screen. Screenshot path.
1 ale, please.
Okay, is there a way to...
I'll be right back. Here.
Shiza. Can I actually do... Okay, there we go. And let's go to... down to... pictures. Okay, and screenshots. Select. Done. Perfect. Okay. So now if I do that... Oh! Bugger off. Sheesh. Raider, it is going to have ray tracing, yes. If you're wondering what Dad is doing, I am taking screenshots of the tavern here. There's a reason. Because I intend to try to replicate a similar build in PAX Day. So the screenshots will kind of help with that, actually. All right, let's get out of here. So if you're wondering what I was doing, that's what I was doing. Whoop. Jeez, that's nauseating. So, yes, there is going to be ray tracing and path tracing in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. It is an Unreal Engine 5 game. So it's going to have all the bells and whistles. It's going to have RTX. And just so we're clear, RTX is not in fact ray tracing. RTX is GPU specific to NVIDIA, but they do not actually hold the patents, nor do they hold the technology specific to path tracing or ray tracing. There are other ways to do that without having to have specific NVIDIA attachment. Okay, so we got some bandages from Teresa. We spent some time with her sweetie, so we got that down. Okay, so we're heading... Actually, yeah, I do want to head to the... I want to take the left path. At least I do believe that is not quite the way I wanted to go. Nope. Okay, hold on. Yeah. The thing is, though, is technically, even by today's standards, even though ray tracing and path tracing mathematically has been possible for decades, the issue is, from a development standpoint, most developers don't know how to properly use it. Because as soon as you turn path tracing on or ray tracing on, the problem that we run into is you hit a bottleneck technologically. So you have to utilize a bunch of fakery bullshit to still make it look like it's working when in fact it's not. Because our technology does not properly, unless you're working in cinema. And here's the thing, in cinema, they still fake it with baked in lighting and baked in shadow techniques. I am not okay with 30 FPS with ray tracing. I am not. I still require a smooth 60 FPS. And I'm sorry, 30 FPS, I would rather not have path tracing or ray tracing and get a smooth 60 FPS rather than being tied to 30 FPS with a bunch of extra bells and whistles that really does not improve the overall game experience for me personally. Again, the problem isn't the technology, the problem is the utilization from a development standpoint. It's still a tech issue, it's a different tech issue. That's my other issue. I don't want to have to use DLSS or any kind of bullshittery. I want to be able to do this natively. No, we gotta turn around. Fuck. I don't like how, like, this right now, as it stands, is running native 1440p. And I've got things locked, and as you can see, like, this is native 1440p. I'm not using any FSR. The thing is, though, is adding more power doesn't actually improve the overall. Yeah, but the problem is, though, is again, it's not a GPU issue. It's not a physical hardware issue. It is a programming design issue. So again, it's a tech issue, but it is a different kind of tech issue. The hardware isn't the problem. They want us to think the hardware is the problem. From an engineering standpoint, physicalized hardware is not the issue. The issue comes from a software development issue. It's the software development side that's the problem. Too many developers, too many studios are still stuck in the fucking dark ages with regards to how to do the math. That's where the problem lies. The physical hardware has not actually been an issue for the last decade. The issue has always been from a software, from an engineering standpoint, from the software side of it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and remember, because at the end of the day, the games industry, it is about profit. They can. The problem is that we'll cut into profit because it takes time for the programming to be done so it can be optimized to do proper ray tracing and path tracing for lighting. They can do it. They actively choose not to do it because it takes too long and they don't want to pay for it to be done. That is the issue. That's where we're at. So it's not hardware, it's software. The issue is that in order to actually work the problem, number one, you have to be willing to pay the engineers to do that work.
Watch out, fellas! Yeah. Fuck me! Watch out, fellas!
Oh, we got a bunch of clowns here, huh? All right, hold on. Y'all want to come down here? Come on, bro. Come at me. What in the actual hell is going on here?
You're messing with my Zen thing, man.
Golden 21 thank you so much for the tier 1 of 56 months. No, here's the thing though, is Raiders. So CD Projekt Red is a perfect example, right? They utilized the hardware on the RTX cards, on NVIDIA's RTX cards. But in order for the path tracing and ray tracing to properly work to get decent freaking stable frame rates, you had to then utilize their DLSS, or their deep learning super sampling. Therapy has been done, awesome. Here's the issue though, is then you end up with, and this is where you come into issues with temporal anti-aliasing and ghosting. This is where you come in with smudgy looking graphics. And this is where you come in, because if you're trying to do ray tracing and path tracing in a game like Cyberpunk, which it is possible, but to do it at native 1440p or 4K resolutions without using DLSS, without using DLAA, then you end up with this massive, let's say DLSS and artificial frames don't exist. You're going to add an additional 2 years of time into production for most games, utilizing path tracing and ray tracing to do the programming for the math, for the calculations. It's going to take there is no simple way of doing it. You're going to add an additional 2 years to development time. Developers, sorry, let me rephrase this. It's not a development issue as much as it's a publisher issue. Developers want to make the game that they envision. Right? They want to make the game that they envision. They're willing to put in the work to do that. If it takes an additional 2 years, it takes an additional 2 years. The problem is the publishers are beholden to one person and one person only. And that's the shareholder. Shareholders demand instant gratification and return on their investment. They want to turn around as fast as humanly possible. They don't want to be waiting an additional, they don't want to hear anything about, well, if we want to do this right, we've got to take an additional 2 years to do this, this, and this. They don't want to hear that. They want a product that they can have out on the market and get an almost instantaneous return on their investment. And they have to do it in a fashion that allows them to double or triple their money. Well, if development takes an extra 2 to 3 years, where's that money coming from? Right? Publishers can be like, this is, if you've noticed recently, especially, there are a lot of titles that are getting scrubbed. They've been in development for 3 years, 4 years already, and they're being pulled. Development's done. They're shuttering studios. No, that is a fallacy. Nope. No. It still has to be programmed in. It has ray tracing, but the problem is, that's great if you want ray tracing at 24 FPS, which is great for cinematic, not great for gameplay. The issue with Unreal Engine is it relies too heavily on temporal anti-aliasing, which causes a host of other issues.
Grid is
thanks so much for Raid Raiders. Welcome, come on in. We're
light
talking
cycle
games
battle.
and development. Golden H, thank you so much though again for the 56 months. I appreciate that. What was all that Lumen promotion and everything they said? That was to get people to convert over to using Unreal Engine 5. That was to convert people over from who were already using Unreal Engine or other developers that were coming into the space to start using Unreal. Here's the thing. I think the one thing that everyone needs to understand about Unreal Engine and its development and its evolution, especially in the last couple of years, is that Unreal Engine is made for the professional side first. So we're talking engineering modeling. We're talking about cinematic. We're talking about architecture. Those three industries are where Epic Games, Epic as a company, and Unreal Engine makes their money. The cinematic space. All the tools that are currently in Unreal Engine 5 are not for game development. There are tools there for that, but they're not developed for that primarily. They're developed for the professional industry regarding cinema and television, movie creation, animation work. Yeah, and the thing is, though, is a lot of people bought into that. But the truth, I'm going to highly recommend that spend some time, go check out Threat Interactive, which is a game development studio. They have a YouTube channel, Threat Interactive. Watch their videos on the problems with Unreal development, with ray tracing, path tracing, lighting, lumen, all of it. And why it's a problem and why we have so many issues in gaming from a development standpoint right now because of the heavy reliance on some of the built-in tools that were not built for games, but built for cinema and television and professional use in engineering for modeling and things like that, not for games. Highly recommended. And they again, the gentleman, the person who actually runs the channel is also the head of Threat Interactive, and they're coming at it from a heavy knowledge base. So yeah, you might, the thing is though, is we're getting, the idea isn't that we're pushing polygons. We're getting away from using polygons. They want to start utilizing like proper mesh textures, using like more realistic photogrammetry assets. Again, stuff like Frostbite, Rage, which, so, Rage Engine, I do believe, is Rockstar and Take-Two. Frostbite, oh, can't remember who's responsible for Frostbite. Is Frostbite EA's, right? That's EA's engine? Let's talk to Father Godwin here. Nope, nope.
May the Lord watch over
Frostbite is DICE, yeah, which is EA. Let's be honest. DICE is no longer their own studio. It's EA. It's Electronic Arts. Let's be real.
What do you want here, lad?
God save, Monsignor.
They have no say in what they do anymore.
My name's Henry.
Frostbite is owned by
Sir Hanish of Lipo.
DICE is owned by EA. EA calls the shots. Frostbite is not their own person. They've got little skin in this game anymore.
How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Waldensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
Okay, well, let's see if
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be sure of that. But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ushitz.
In Ushitz?
Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here.
Now, you have to also take into account, look at how quickly everything has tanked downhill for Battlefield since Bad Company 2. Yes, we can read.
Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education. Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation.
Rookie, hello.
From what I can make out, his description of the route starts at the local tavern. Once you've found something out, come back and see me.
I'll do my best, Father.
Okay. Oh. Heretics testimony. Okay.
How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ushitz a few times.
All right, we're dropping the
That
desk.
was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
I see.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Ratai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation.
Oh, God.
Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt and assume it's the latter. But to answer your question, it's a heretical sect.
I gathered that much, but what form does the heresy take?
That's what I need to know.
I don't have time right now to embark on theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor.
See, Ubisoft's issue has been more, again, it comes down to a writing problem and a design, so...
Well,
it comes down to a design issue.
So I don't know how well they'll accept me.
More specifically from a writing side.
The last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them.
the Snowdrop engine that Ubisoft actually has designed for their own games is fantastic.
If a bit simple looking.
So again, a technical side is not an issue. The issue again comes down to the development on the other side, which comes from a writing side. Okay.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
God be with you, my son. There we go. Okay. Okay. Well, let's start at the tavern, is what they said. Yeah, breakfast. Okay. What are you having for breakfast specifically? You reached a new level in horsemanship. Of course I have, because all I do is ride horseback everywhere. I'm not even I don't use fast travel. I literally ride the horse everywhere in this game. Why? Because I get more points for it. Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe it was something good, but... Toaster strudels are not food, dude. It's not food. Where's the quest item? Where's the book? Heretics testimony. Okay, let's read it. Record of the interrogation of the heretic Peter of Hardick. This account was written down by Master Borislav, scribe to the Archbishop, recording the testimony given by the questioned heretic, whereby the interrogation was conducted of the Very Reverend Jan of Osek, Monsignor and Vicar to the Archbishop, and the lawful rite of torture was carried out by the town executioner Francis, called Shanks, in the town jail, according to the resolution of the town council. At first, the captive heretic, one Peter of Hardick, did refuse to give testimony, whereupon the executioner was instructed to encourage him to do so by performance of arts. I didn't realize that torture was an art. What the hell? Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter of Hardick did long resist the executioner's persuasions. However, he did finally respond to a query as to the place of the assembly of other heretics known to him, and that they did meet in the township of Ushitz. When the vicar then asked the prisoner to elaborate, that is, who they were and in what house they assembled, Peter of Hardick again fell into silence. The executioner was again obligated to exercise his persuasive art, in which in due course, the vicar ordered him to desist, for the prisoner was greatly fatigued, whereupon he did suddenly find his voice and began to respond at length to the repeated query as to where he met the other heretics. The vicar thereupon decreed that the testimony of the prisoner be written down verbatim. May the Lord forgive me for hearing these heretical speeches, which by my duty to Holy Mother Church I am bound to set down in writing this day. Thus spoke the heretic. I began my pilgrimage in Ujits, a den of iniquity, where people were drinking and fornicating. So I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. With the proud Babylonian tower, I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads. I didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed. My prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of a 1,000-headed crowd at work. I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on. All at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, with his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew. I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. I then left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. I went further along the edge of the world and saw the ribs of the great Leviathan washed up on the sea, and then saw 2 bridges over the river Jordan, and the devil tempted me and tried to lure me to the one on the right. But I saw through his deception and went against his will. And then finally I saw it, the gateway to the Garden of Paradise, abundant with foliage. It was guarded by men of straw, but they saw I was a good Christian and let me enter therein. This is babbling, bro. What the hell? What are we even doing right now? These were the last words uttered by the heretic Peter of Hardek, for he did then breathe his last. The vicar did then state that his death was surely the work of Lucifer, to silence his tongue before the ears of the servants of God. The executioner thereupon took umbrage and made the conceited... It's raining. We're reading the book. It's raining. I can see the rain hitting the book. That is the weirdest goddamn thing ever. Okay, the executioner thereupon took umbrage and made conceited objections, for which his wage was cut by 3 groschen. He was admonished not to repeat such remarks, especially in the presence of a servant of Holy Mother Church. The body of the heretic was buried outside the cemetery wall as befits, so that it could not corrupt hallowed ground. Thereby the case of the heretic Peter of Hardek was brought to a close in accordance with ecclesiastical law. Oh my God. What in the hell, bro? Okay, well, we read the thing. Margaret. Frederick. Not picking any locks, chat. We are not picking the locks. Oh, you're in a private area. Never mind. Okay.
Someone there?
Matthias. Antonius. Joseph. Let's talk to Joseph.
Good health to you.
I don't want to play dice. No, thank you. What about the innkeeper?
God be with you.
All right, well, let's see what's happening around
going
here.
On in these parts?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Praise God.
Okay, well.
Can I sleep here?
Aye, there's room here. For how long?
We're going to do one night.
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Listen, you can take
There
my
you go.
2 groschen. It's fine. We got this.
You all like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is. May the Lord watch over you.
Can we talk to Ludwig?
Good day to you.
Nothing really, huh?
the Lord watch over you.
Bloody hell. What? Whoa. What is happening on YouTube right now? It says it's an excellent Okay, hold on. I need to do something here real quick. Okay, we're gonna do that real quick. How is everything over? Is everything like? Does it look fine on YouTube? Is anybody over on YouTube? Pipe up in chat. Let me know. Like, everything seem all right? Like, what's Vashik?
God save you. What can I do for you?
Training. What? Horse riding.
I'd like you to show me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
Okay, well,
I'd like to practice the basics.
All right, but it'll cost you.
Okay, that's fair. Yep, fine. Okay.
Now pay close attention.
Pay close attention. Okay, you've improved horsemanship.
Ale.
He can afford it now. He just took 50 to 60 groschen from
Show
me.
me how to ride a horse better.
Certainly.
I'm interested in more advanced techniques.
All right, but it'll cost.
How much this time? Hold. Maybe we can
Isn't
handle
that
it.
quite a lot?
Let's see if we can drop him down 5 groschen.
Agreed. Now listen up.
All right, there we go. Fine for you. Okay, Mythic, thank you for letting me know that. That's very much appreciated.
What's the hold up there?
Mash. All right, so where am I supposed to be doing this here, okay? The Waldensteins. Get rid of the vicar. Find the Waldenstein congregation. Okay, the only advice he gave me was to start at the local tavern. Okay. The poor wretch was evidently in a delirium. Okay, helping the vicar wasn't as straightforward as I'd hoped. He sent me right away to find the assembly place of the Waldenstein Heretics, which is no easy matter since all he gave me to go on was a testimony under torture of a heretic taken prisoner in Kuttenberg. The poor wretch was evidently in a delirium from his suffering, and his description of the route to the Waldenstein's meeting place resembled more of a passage from the Book of Revelations. Boy, that's true. The only place he told me to start was apparently here at the... Okay, well... Why won't she talk to me? Talk to me.
Jesus Christ be praised. How may I serve you?
Okay, well...
May the Lord watch over you.
Antonius, Maple, Stefan, Tenny. And I feel like this is where we're supposed to be. Right? Mythic Dawn, how are you? Hope you're well. I mean, they're all just hanging out under the tree over there. We're at the tavern. Right? Like the problem...
To get my own ale.
Maybe we'll just sit down and listen. Maybe that's what we've got to do.
Over here. I'd like to order.
I like that. I'd like to order, but nobody's coming in. I think we broke the, we broke them, chat. We broke them. We broke the game. Like, they're all just standing. Why are they just standing? What is happening right now? Okay, let's, I'm gonna... Okay, we're gonna move that. That's quest, so I can't... Okay, how do I get rid of these? Oh, they don't actually have any weight, so that's good, but still. I don't want to be carrying these quest items around with me everywhere. You have to read the document carefully, I think. I mean... I've read it. That's kind of the worst part. Like, I've actually read it, but... Peter of Hardek. Okay, maybe we'll go back here. Does it stop? Nope. Still pouring rain. Sunny and pouring rain. I love it. It's great. Okay. Let's have another look at the book. Okay. I mean, we're getting low on the groschen. Okay. Let's look at this again. All right. Did refuse 1 Peter of Heretics. Did refuse to give testimony. Okay.
A tankard of ale for me.
Let it be stated that the interrogated Peter of Heretics did long resist the executioner's persuasions. All right. Did meet in the township of Ujits. Can obliged to exercise his persuasive art. Did suddenly find his voice and respond at length. I began my pilgrimage at Ujits, a den of iniquity where people were drinking and fornicating. So I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. With the proud Babylonian tower, I went past it towards the rising sun.
Here we are.
So they were all standing under the tree because it was raining, which, I'm not gonna lie, kind of dope. Love it. Antonius.
My pleasure.
So the only place with a tower is the church. Stated walked past the church.
What exactly happened there?
Them bastards came by night, crept into the stable and started killing the horses. And you credited the horses.
God almighty, what?
But then... this fool was drunk. Turned towards... he headed towards the setting sun. I'm not digging graves, by the way. This is not happening, okay? Okay, so came to... There's no bridges here. Okay, this does not make any sense at all. Herbalist. So there's this. What do we got over here? Oh, we got a whole freaking chunk of map here I haven't even explored yet. Okay, we're... All right, well, let's head back. Christoph. I am not running down a thief. Nope, not running down the thief. Lumiere, Pavel,
Here you are.
Mash,
And good health.
Bashek.
Certainly. I'll fetch it right away.
Right, so, oh man. We're gonna eat from the pot first. We're gonna get a little piggy here, but that's fine. We'll sleep that off. Bertold, Bartusz. I can't talk to any of these people.
I've only got 2 hands.
Okay, so maybe we're just gonna, I think maybe we'll sleep this off. We're gonna sleep this off, folks. We're gonna set ourselves to 30 a.m. All right, what do we got? Oh, that's my kid. Let's see what my kid is saying. What? Okay. Sorry, that was my kid. Oh, never mind. It's still flipping raining, bro.
My respects to you.
I don't want to play dice.
God be with you.
What? Come on, man. I don't want to play dice. All right. It's not on the list of things to do. All right. So, past the tower. It feels like he came up this way through the churchyard. Which is a strange choice, but you know, hey, whatever. All right. Okay, we're gonna head up this way. We've got a mill to the north of us here. I see that medieval Bohemia seems to have our messed up sense of weather here in the modern age. Glad to see that. Okay, well, we haven't actually hit a point where... Do we have any? There's a mill there. Conciliation Cross. I don't know, like, they're describing going west, but some of the stuff just doesn't make any freaking... Whoa, what in the actual hell is that? Bruh. Okay, that is an orchard. Okay, I don't know. There's just something. Look again which direction it said to go from the church. To the setting sun, which is west. That's kind of the general direction. I was just checking roads for things, but yeah, like headed towards the setting sun, which is the west, right? Because, I mean, there's the sun coming up. That's the east. That's pretty straightforward. And looks like a logging camp. All right, well, let's... Hey. I'm trying to figure this out in my head, but it's just like... You discovered Devil's Furrow? Wait, what? The Devil's Furrow. And then they went left. Instead of the path to the right, they took the path to the left. We'll have a look at the book in a minute here. I'm going to head straight towards this lumber camp. Discovered camp. Wow, look at the clear cut, bro. That clear cut. Okay, we're gonna stop here and get off. We need to sit for a quick second. Let's double check this book here. Pretty sure it was setting. Okay, Temple of the Bride of the Antichrist. Towards the Never mind. Rising sun. Thank you. On the completely the wrong effing way. All right, because I'm an idiot. All right, let's check our map here. Okay, so we're over here. So past here, went to the left. Came to a cross, went to the left. Okay, so come to the cross, go to the left. So let's do this. We're going to remove the marker there. We're going to put this back down to there.
Yeah.
All right, Pebbles, let's go. Dad screwed up. Dad screwed up. So let's just you know, continue back to whence we came. Have you ever wondered, chat, exactly how the human mind works and why psychologists and psychiatrists and neuroscience are saying that humans are the worst fucking eyewitnesses? Because our brains take time to process the information from short-term to long-term, and our short-term memory is actual trash. Unless you have photographic memory, right? Which, by the way, is incredibly unique. A lot of people don't have that. It is not very common. All right, so wandered past that. Let's get up here for a second. Guess it finally stopped raining. Okay, so we've got yo, y'all got a chair out here? I'm not going back. Y'all got a seat, like a bench or something? I need to just listen. I just need to borrow, like, I need to sit down for a quick moment, okay? Just hot second. Y'all got anything? No, apparently not. Y'all got this beautiful ass freaking space here and nowhere to sit down. Sheesh. Travesty. Mother trucking travesty. is it? Never you mind. Can I just sit down on the ground and open the book? Come on. Why do I need a chair? I don't need to be comfortable to read. Bro. None of y'all got a chair outside. You lazy ass. Got my safety check done. Nice. Okay, all right. So we're supposed to be heading towards the rising sun, so we're going east. I'm turning around for a minute, okay? Just try not to judge me here. Was worried since the usual guy who does JDM cars is gone, but this new JDM guy is even more I mean, it's kind of what you want, right? A little more lax.
Good morning.
She's got
God
nothing.
bless.
Okay. Inventory. Okay. I left the village. I came upon a crossroads. I didn't know which to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed. My prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. I went through the sinful land, and I heard the sound of a 1,000-headed crowd at work. I saw their queen in their towers. This guy was definitely on something. Like, he didn't even have me start the car, check lights, just asked for papers, swapped the stickers, took my money. Holy shit. Damn. Alright, so, past the church. Came to a crossroads. Left town, so outside of town. Is there a lumber camp out here? I did notice he fully checked the Tacoma behind me, so he clearly has a bias. Yeah, that much is very obvious, isn't it? Damn. All right. Why do I feel so effing confused by this? I don't feel like I should be confused, but I'm fucking confused. Chat. Listen, I am open to suggestions, okay? I am open to suggestions, chat. Instead of this floundering around lost out in the freaking wilds of Bohemia. Okay, clearly somebody's building a frickin' house out here. Or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was ist los? Valerian. Well, I'm glad that it seemed to go off without a problem for you. Oh, what is this? Was ist los? Less sauce, more horse. Listen. Listen here, Badger. Let's start with me. Dad's currently lost. I like sauce in my horse, but not that much. Okay, well, you know, it's great that we've got this interesting site. But I'm not seeing anything that is filling me with wonder. Oh, that's not something you ever want to see in your freaking apartment building, in your complex freaking parking lot. An ambulance.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that. I don't know where I'm going right now. Dude, I have no effing clue what's happening. You discovered camp. Zane the fisherman. Yo, do you mind not hit me with your stick, you bastard? Zane the fisherman. Yeah. I don't frickin' know. I swear to God, I'll look up a guide for this. I have played Red Dead Redemption 2, yes. I love that game. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. 2 bridges. Wait, what? The hell are we? I'm completely lost, chat. If you have any recommendations or suggestions, I am open to them. No, I'm lost in trying to find the area that we're supposed to find. That's the problem. We're looking for something and I can't find it. Because I'm apparently an idiot. I don't decode things from biblical text very easily, okay? Ujit's Forest. I mean, I feel like I might be in the right place, but I doubt it. I mean, things are going all right. Quantum, how are you? How's your pet project going? Man, this forest is gorgeous though. Like, look at this place. Other than that, Dad's lost and needs GPS help. I'm lost, okay? We're out here in the woods. I have no idea why we're out here. We just ended up out here somehow. We're in the Ujits forest. What? Was ist los? Interesting sight, yeah. Oh, there's some deer. So, we're kind of doing some work for the church here, apparently. Looks like it was for hunting, but somebody burned it the F down. Trying to decipher the landmarks being referenced to over... I mean, that's my problem. I overthink all of this. That's always been my problem with stuff like this. I overthink all of it, all the time. Too much real world work to be done, so I have to put it on the back burner for a bit. I mean, I understand that. I get it. I feel like if I just keep riding around in circles, I'll eventually find something. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm probably wrong on this.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing, is there is nothing up this way that resembles 1,000 teeth or any of that. Like, none of it. There's nothing that resembles, like... Okay, listen. I don't normally do this because I don't like doing this, but my patience, I have very little patience today for, you know, guesswork. So it's just my mental state today and the guessing games don't work well. So today is one of those days that you gotta be straightforward and blunt with me. If you try to make me guess, you're probably more than likely gonna end up getting punched. If I have to guess, I'm not psychic. My connection to humanity is very slim right now, and my brain is like, no, we're using a guide. What is it? Well, that's what it is. Okay. Do 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 do. Uh-huh. Beehive, yeah. Here's the thing. Okay, we're going back to the town. First and foremost, we're going back to the town, number one, because I need to grab a short break. I've got to get up. I've got to use the bathroom. Today is one of those days where my patience is very limited. I woke up in a bit of a funk. It's actually, I've been in a bit of a funk for the last couple of days, but for whatever reason, and I know, number one, it's seasonal affective. This time of year, and I don't winter well. Number two, the big issue is being bipolar. I go through swings. Well, I'm on a downswing right now. I did notice, like yesterday, things were really kind of funky for me. In the last 3 days, I've had this weird nauseated feeling in my stomach for no apparent reason. Like, I don't feel like sick, but I've just felt this weird nauseated kind of feeling. And I'm fine after I eat, and, you know, but it doesn't last long. It's like 15, 20 minutes after I have some food and a bit of water, I feel nauseated again. But I'm not like, there we go, 3 beehives. Yeah, we're coming back here, okay? Because I gotta get up. I gotta go use the bathroom, chat. If I don't use the bathroom, my brain in puzzles today is not. It's not doing it. I know that mentally I am running at a slight deficit. I don't know why, other than I just kind of chalk it up to number one, I don't winter well. Number two, being that I am bipolar, I'm going through one of my low swings. That tends to then also aggravate my level of patience and problem-solving skills. You know what? We're gonna sit down. Okay. Actually, no, I don't think I want to sit. No. Get up. Thousands heads. Yeah, and queen equals beehive. That kind of makes sense. Right? But anyway, I'm going to go grab a short break. Okay? I highly recommend all of you, chat, get up, stretch your legs, get yourselves a quick snack. You know, stretch, get something to drink, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes.
Radishes, carrots, and apples that'll put a smile on your face.
A tankard of ale for me. To the women, God bless them.
The freshest you can get. These onions will make you eat like a baby. But oh, wait until you get them in your mouth. Come right up.
A tankard of ale for me.
My, have a look at those melons. Wouldn't they make a fine treat? Feel free to have a knock. Cabbage! Lovely, delicious cabbage!
I'll bring it right away.
Come right up. Fresh cabbage, carrots, onions, radishes. Everything you need for a proper soup.
Here you are. And good health.
Cabbage! Lovely, delicious cabbage!
Yeah, give me a minute.
Cabbage! Lovely, delicious cabbage! Garlic, beetroot, asparagus!
Pour me one.
Best of health. Oh, brave enough to try horseradish, hotter than a burning pork. Come now.
My pleasure.
Garlic that will cure all ailments, and onions that will make you cry when you cut them, and cry for joy when you taste them. straight from the tree, melons right off the vine, and beetroot fresh from the fields. Radishes, carrots, and apples that will put a smile on your face. Cabbage! Lovely, delicious cabbage!
All right, chat. Hello, we're back. Wir are back. Breaks are important. Just remember that. All right. All right, let's get underway here. How are we doing? Ooh, nourishment's a little on the low side. Jeez. Okay, apparently that's not gonna work. Oh, because we've already used it, that's why. Food. Yeah, I'll grab that first. As we give ourselves the beatus, eating all that honey. Okay. So, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so there's the church. If you're just joining us, welcome on in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good day. I'm Scott, this is the arcade, and welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Okay, so we want to get up here. All right, so this would be the finger of God, or finger of Jesus, right, on the edge of town. And as Mythic Dawn so kindly put it, the beehives out here are the thousands, the drone of 1,000 heads and their queen. Which, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. Take all, okay. Take all. All right, there we go. Giggity. And now we've got some honey, you know. Okay, so we were in the right spot, kind of, by the look of it. Because we came up here, right? so we were in the right spot. Right? So that's a mighty big pull you got there, bud. Oh, he's smoking some fish. That's what she said. Sir. How you doing, Two Slider? So we were in the right spot. Okay. We were out here already. We've been wandering around in freaking circles out here. No, wherever I may wander. No, sir. Hi, Not Slave.
Listen.
Don't mind Dad. Dad's been having a bit of an off day. There's a couple of factors at play. It's just there are a couple of factors at play. Number one, bipolar. This time of year, I don't winter well. So morale at all. Yeah, number one Slider just got here. Yeah, morale at all-time low. I mean, just low energy. I'm just like, I know because being bipolar, like it's like I'm in that dip right now where things are low. Medication does not improve it. So when I don't have the winter blues, it's an annual thing for me.
What are you gaping at, you piece of shit? What's the matter?
Oh.
Come on.
All right, boys. Y'all motherfuckers want to play? Okay, we'll play. Oh, I can't use this bow. Shiza. All right, well.
Mercy, are you?
Mercy! No, part of it, listen, for me, it's not about view, Raider. It actually has nothing to do with view. I wish it was that simple, but not everything in life is that simple. As I've already stated, like myself, I am bipolar. So it's one of those, like it's something I deal with on a regular, and sometimes you just kind of gotta sort of, just ride it out. And medication does not help it. Medication actually increases the problem, so. What have you changed other than your mindset? Have you changed diet? Have you changed your routine? Like in my case, I wish it was that simple, but it is not. It's not just the winter blues or that I don't winter well. It's I also have, being bipolar 1, I have that to contend with as well. Because my mindset about things hasn't really changed much either. Like, I'm still a fairly optimistic, idealistic person. But that doesn't... And I still do my meditation. I'm still physically active. I still have a good, healthy diet. Mindset really doesn't play into this, and for at least not for me, because I don't normally have like a super negative mindset to begin with. I'm actually fairly idealistic, and Sliders accused me of this.
Seems I found it.
All right, well, let's explore the...
A cross, nicely carved. Someone in the village might recognize it.
Okay, you know what? We're going to try this. Listen, who's going to stop me? But here's the funny thing. The funny thing about that is I actually don't give a fuck what's going on in the rest of the world. I legitimately could care less. The rest of the world could be on fire right now. Doesn't matter. Like, I actually don't care what's going on south of the border. I don't care what's happening in Europe. I don't care. Yeah, but everything here is fine. Do you understand? Like, my life is good. My bills are paid. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my belly. I'm healthy. I'm in a very loving relationship with someone that I'm about to move in with. Like, things are actually good. Canada is not nearly in the bad place, all joking aside. But that's what I mean. Like, the rest of the world could be on fire right now. I actually couldn't care. Like, I've literally cut myself off to the point because I got just, algorithms out there, all they want to do is they feed you the negative. And the reason they feed you the negative is because it sells. Rage bait, clickbait shit sells. It gets more clicks. More clicks mean more ad revenue, so on and so forth. I understand it's just business, but the best way to stay out of that cycle is to back away, right? But the thing is though, is again, as being a bipolar, as a person who has been diagnosed as bipolar, there are certain chemical things that we deal with on a regular basis. We go through swings. Now, being bipolar 1 means I don't rapid cycle. Bipolar 2 is actually more afflicted with a lot of ups and downs, highs and lows, right? So, and yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of like changing something really quick. Okay, hold on. I need, excuse me. There we go. Okay. I need to adjust my mouse. Not that. No, I need my mouse up. Thank you. There's a reason. Because I need to drop this. There we go. Down to 400. Now, this is slow as shit, by the way. But okay. That's not bad. Not bad. We almost got it. Holy Hannah. Okay, let's try this one more time. Really? Bro, I was there. You didn't have to be a dick about it. No, lockpicking in this game is the devil's work. It's true. It full on is the devil's work. I agree. Holy crap, there we go. We got it. That's it? Okay, well. I need that so we can put this back up to normal. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, that's better. Okay, well, we're going to take it all. That's it. Okay, fine. Yeah, lockpicking in this game is the devil's work. But I did figure out, though, with the mouse and keyboard, it's best to actually drop the mouse sensitivity down as low as you can get it. So 400 is as low as mine will go.
Yeah.
You can bring all your skills can be elevated, so you can learn, like, you can actually learn lockpicking and get better at it, which does actually overall over time increase the success rate at which you pick locks, but also the speed to which you can pick the locks. All right, so we're back in Ujits. Yep.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I didn't realize we became a
looking for
knight.
the owner of this cross. Do you happen to know whose it is?
No, I don't. But why not ask the priest? He blesses all the crosses in the village.
Thanks. I'll ask him.
All right, well, let's... Okay, thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
They keep referring to me as a knight. I don't remember attaining knighthood at any point.
The village folk said you consecrate the crosses they keep at home.
Indeed I do. Why do you ask, Hal?
I was just wondering if you could remember who owns this one.
I could, but I might not want to tell you.
Why?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar. They're afraid that Sir Hanu sent you here to help him.
That's not how it is.
And how is it?
Sir Hanu sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well. Tell me.
I found it in the woods.
It looked like people met there. There were other things, candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly.
Yeah.
But the question still remains what to do about it. The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
Certainly not. In the church they'd pray the usual way. But at home it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know.
There we go.
Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
Okay.
What do you know about the Bowers?
When I think about it now, they're a little peculiar.
What do you mean?
God damn it.
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen them at a dance or a celebration of any kind. But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bower folk come from?
I don't really know. I've never spoken to them much, but they've not been here long, only 2 or 3 years.
Only 2 or 3 years, huh? Okay.
And the cross? Did you consecrate that for the Bowers themselves?
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them. That was quite a sad story.
Right, I'll get on with it.
Good luck to you.
Okay. The Bower property. All right, so where am I supposed to be? The Bower farm is suspected. Report it to the vicar. All right, I guess I better. Okay, whoa. Wait a minute. Waldensteins. Okay, so I need to go down here, huh? All right. How about I don't talk to the vicar? Because F that clown shoes. You heard me. You heard what I said.
Apples straight from the tree.
Here's the thing is I understand the predicament that the priest is in, because confessional in the church is sacred, right? It is a secret. And I understand why that is, right? I don't believe that admonishes anyone's crimes, but I do understand why within the clergy they tend to take it very seriously when someone is in confession, and why they do it, right? I mean, I get it. I understand. He's like, yo, like, I get that he believes his hands are tied. Right? Because it is his duty as a priest to look after the religious rites, and he's doing his job. He's doing what, you know, and I know from a morality standpoint some people would disagree, but Like, he doesn't want to see anybody get burned, but, you know, if somebody gotta get burned, somebody gotta get burned too, right? Like, if there's some bullshittery going on, there's some shenanigans, I mean, shit's gonna go down, you know? Okay, okay, so we're gonna stealth in. A private area. Shh. We gotta be quiet and stealthy. Alright, so we're here. Where in the fuck do I have to go? Onto the Bower property and eavesdrop on their evening prayer. I would love to get into the barn here, but the missus there, okay, do you mind, ma'am? I wish there was some way to, like, throw a stone and distract. You know what I mean? Okay. Shit. Shit.
Who's there?
What was that? I must be going mad.
Okay. All right. Well, no, the problem is I have to be able to sneak in somewhere and hide. And listen in on their evening prayers. So, it being dark doesn't really matter. Listen near the window. Okay, well, I don't want to wait until it's dark. I kind of want to... I mean, okay, I guess that's fair, but still. Seems like an awful hassle here. By the window, what? By the window of the house or by the barn? Because it sounds like they do this stuff at the barn. House window. Oh, of course it's the house window. Just follow where they go. What I found very interesting was this dude was sleeping. He was very sleepy. Very sleepy. It's about to get very dark, chat. Oh, okay.
I could try listening from here.
Okay, we're gonna wait an hour. Radishes are delicious, by the way. For the record, radishes are freaking delicious.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Bless us, O Lord, and these thy gifts which we are bound to receive from thy bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
They took old Wenzel to the presbytery today. His farm is nearby. It's only a matter of time before...
Before they come for me. I know.
And what are we going to do about it? That vicar is baying for blood, the beast. He will devour you alive.
I do not intend to do anything about it. I shall not waver from my faith, nor turn my back on it.
My dear, what on earth are you saying?
If they come for me, I will go quietly. And I will not lie.
Are you serious? Don't you know what they'll do to you?
I can well imagine. But I am resolved.
The Lord have mercy.
Do not fear. I surrender to God's will. And I do not condemn you if you decide to leave.
I'll stay by your side, although I'd rather that you decided otherwise.
I know.
Possibly,
and you
I don't know.
Have no fear, my brothers in Christ. Stay true to God's plan, as I shall. Go and spread the true faith amongst all good folk.
I'm sorry, I wish there was another way.
You should eat your supper and depart right away. Who knows? He may come for us at dawn.
That's what I mean. Like, it doesn't make any damn sense. They're all heathens. No, they're not, because I'm going to walk out into the field. Away from the house, I'm going to whistle my horse. Hello, horse. Okay. I'm not sure how we're going to get rid of the... We've got to talk to the priest. And this game, it gets so dark at night. It's just like, holy crap. I can barely see where I'm going. All right, right. Okay, so we're going to be hanging a left at the next crossroads. Let's turn down the brightness. Or blind NVIDIA filter to night by. I like it being this dark, honestly. I mean, from a cinematic point of view, it kind of sucks. But hold on. Let's see how much light do we get from the... I mean, that's not terrible. That's quite pretty. You'll usually find if you want to do anything to adjust like color palette and brightness and saturation, you're gonna have to use something like Reshade. That's actually what I installed Reshade for KCD earlier today before we started the stream. And had a filter that was actually specifically designed to work for Kingdom Come. NVIDIA filters are pretty cool. I still find the downside with the NVIDIA filters is that there's a lot of stuff lacking with regards to what you can actually do with filters. And Reshade just offers a better overall experience. Also, lower GPU overhead. You usually with Reshade, if everything's set up properly and you're using the correct filters and you've spent the time tinkering with things, it actually tends to have a lot less overhead on your PC. Nice that NVIDIA's building in the filters, but they've got a long way to go. Oh, no, I am definitely on the right way. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, well, I think we're gonna come up here. We'll go to the tavern. Wait. Not even close to it yet. Holy Hannah. Okay. Well, because we didn't have a lot of ambient light. Different times, right? There's the pillory. There are still, even where I live, there are still areas where you can go outside and you can go outside of a town and it's pitch black. Like there isn't a lot of ambient light. We actually have protected zones here, specifically for astronomers, where within a certain radius there is no artificial light allowed. All right, looks like we're staying for another night.
I can be of help to you, Knight.
Place to sleep.
Have you got a bed for the night?
I suppose I could find something. For how long?
Just the night.
Just the one night?
Sure, but let's see your coin first. These are harsh times.
Here you are.
You all like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud.
That actually, I think, is where maybe our understanding of the past was incorrect. It's not that there wasn't a lot of hanging out at night. It's just it was done differently. How we used to congregate at night was done differently. A big problem, a big thing that we find nowadays is we're lacking in those what they refer to as third spaces. People aren't using these third spaces, such as taverns and churches and, you know, libraries, stuff like that, right? There's nobody in that village, and yet there were people still at the tavern. Doesn't matter. Like, it didn't matter the population. People were a lot more social. You also relied on your neighbors a lot more, right? Here's the thing though, is what we classify as hanging out in modern times, it's changed, but it really hasn't. We're still social creatures. People would still be hanging out outside their homes in the evening, even in metropolitan built up areas. People would still be walking out midnight, 1, 2 p.m. or a.m. I mean, right? Like, it was still fairly commonplace. It's just the context is different because of time period. That's all. Because even in these times, there were still what are classified as third spaces: the tavern, the church, a library. If you were, a school, if you were learned, if you were of the learned, things like that. So, all right, what do we got here? Get rid of the vicar. Pass the message to the vicar. Optional. We're gonna do the optional and talk to Father Godwin. I mean, I don't think it was nearly as dangerous as people used to make it out to be, honestly. I don't think it was really that bad. Who knows? Maybe I am absolutely wrong on that and it was dangerous AF. I mean, there is enough evidence in written literature from some of these time periods to show that people did not just go to sleep the same time as the chickens. All right, how are we doing? Energy, nourishment. Okay, we're actually doing all right. We're a little early in the day though, unfortunately, so maybe we'll just grab a quick seat. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for a moment, okay? We're gonna wait until 9 a.m. So we got 2 hours. We'll go talk to Father Godwin. See what he thinks, what's up. Thanks for being here, folks. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging out. There was you know what? I don't want to know why there's a bull there. Okay, let's see if we can find the good father. We're gonna go and talk to him. Ah, there's Father Godwin. Okay. F that vicar.
So I went to check on the Bower farm, and I don't have good news.
Do tell.
They most certainly are heretics, at least as far as I can tell.
Are you sure? What did you hear?
Well, for a start, the evening prayers were led by a woman.
That is certainly unusual, but nothing conclusive in itself.
True.
That's not all. They're afraid the vicar will be coming after them.
Who wouldn't fear that? That swine finds fault with everyone.
Well, it's not like you'd have to try too hard. Mrs. Bower plans to confess everything.
Confess what, exactly?
Most likely her faith. The people of the farm were trying to discourage that, but her mind's made up.
Oh, good Lord, that's all I need. What am I to do?
I don't know, but we have to help them.
You're quite right. You have to talk them out of it, Hal. You must convince them to run.
Me? And what am I supposed to say to them? I'm the one who's been hunting them down.
So who better? Do you think they'll listen to me? I'm a priest. If there's anyone they can't abide, it's me. You have to try at least. For their own good and for yours, Hal.
You're right. Someone has to help them.
I'm glad you see it that way. Now hurry. You never know when the vicar might come for them.
All right. Well,
God
we're
be
gonna.
with you.
Let's see if we can help these good folk. I mean, they don't seem to be heretics. Okay. So we're going back out. Yep. All right. All right, here we go. Out of town. The dude's village abides. Right, there we go. Hi, Sleepy. I've gotta talk to Zaul tonight and see if there's something we can do for this weekend. I'd actually like to go and see my kids. See if there's some kind of an arrangement we can figure out for the use of the car. Wait, they're called Bauer. Bauer means builder in German. They're Protestants, German people. There are a lot of Germans in Bohemia.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems... I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Yes. Minecraft houses. Yes. Got the flu shot at my 6-month checkup today. Hit me harder than I... Oof. Yikes. That sucks, dude. Okay, we're gonna go and talk to the Bowers. Some places it's mandatory here. If you work in healthcare, if you work with the elderly, if you work in a school, you have to have the flu shot. It's mandatory. I understand why, especially if you're working with the elderly or children. But one, I am getting older. Two, I've been sick twice this winter with other stuff. You.
Good day to you.
Farmer Bauer?
Do we know each other?
Well, not exactly, but...
Then we have nothing to talk about. I'm sorry.
It's not who I am that matters, it's what I know.
I don't understand. And I have quite a bit of work to do, so if you'll excuse me.
I know who you are, and I want to help you.
What do you mean, who I am? Look here, lad. If this is some kind of joke, I've heard better ones. Now, as I said, I have work to attend to.
I know that you're not, well, proper Christians. I overheard you at your supper table.
You spied on us. Let me guess. You're working for that vicar.
As I said, it doesn't matter who I am, but I want to help you, which I won't be able to do if your wife confesses.
Unbelievable. And why should I trust you?
You don't have much of a choice. I thought if you could talk her out of it...
And you think I haven't tried? She simply won't back down. And in truth, I can't fault her for it.
There must be a way.
That's exactly what I told myself at first. Yes, there must be a way. It must be resolved somehow. I think of nothing else, day and night, except how to pull ourselves from the fire. And however much I deliberate, all I can think, God forgive me, is that there's probably only one solution. One way we can be saved.
Which is?
I can hope that God will have mercy on us, and something will happen to the vicar before he takes me and my wife in for questioning, but just the thought that I'm wishing for another man's death, Christ forgive me.
There's no need to upset yourself. It's understandable. You're only human.
Indeed I am. but I thought I was a better man.
I mean...
But enough of this.
Was an option.
I'm not here to bare my soul to some servant of the vicar's.
I'm not asking you to. I'll try to have a word with your wife.
As you wish. But Steadfast could be her middle name. That's one of the reasons I married her.
Oh, she's stubborn. Got it. Okay, thanks.
Oh well, at least I tried.
Is in God's hands. And as far as I'm concerned, you ought to examine your conscience and think about who it is you serve. God gives us just one chance in this world, and you're wasting yours by aiding and abetting Satan's pawn.
You're right. That's why I want to help you.
Take care now.
Where's the missus? Where is she? Oh, there she is.
Good morning.
Mistress Bauer,
What is it you need?
I've come to ask something of you.
Have you? And just who are you, young man?
That doesn't matter. The important thing is that I want to help you and your husband.
I admit that I'm a little confused. You've come to ask me something, but at the same time you want to help me. What's going on?
I want to ask you not to confess to the vicar. Just take your husband and get out of here while there's still time.
I have no idea why you're so taken with my fate, or how you found out about my intentions. But I'll tell you one thing. Changing my mind is out of the question. I won't betray my faith, nor my brothers in Christ.
Actually, you know what?
Believe me, I know how cowardly it feels to flee. What it's like to abandon your nearest and dearest when they need you most.
Then you must understand why I can't do the same.
I do. But I also know that if I died
Bifold
that day,
closet
I
door
would
and
have achieved
garage
nothing
creaks a
by
bit.
it. Whereas this way,
Part
I
looks
live
loose.
on.
Take it
And
off
what are
track.
you living
Press
for?
it a tad.
Revenge?
Piece falls straight
Maybe.
into the door.
One
7
of
feet. Shit.
The important thing is
Oh,
that I'm
God
alive,
damn.
and I still have a life to do with as I please, and so could you.
Yeah, that is definitely
you
a
can convert
well
more people
shit.
to your creed instead of being scoffed at as they drag you to the pyre.
I'm sorry, but I just can't act
Aw,
otherwise.
come
I've had enough
on.
of persecution, of living in fear and hiding who I truly am. I want to live and die in
Well,
God's
immediately took it to the garage. Garbage. Fuck that.
That's madness.
You'd better go. And although I don't
No,
quite
I didn't try to
understand your
convert her.
motives, I thank
I was
you
trying
for
to
your
tell her to
words.
run.
Goodbye.
All right. Well,
What are you up to here? Get out of here or I'll call the guards on you.
God damn it. Can I still just go and kill the vicar? I feel like that should be the thing. That failed miserably. Yeah, I guess we gotta kill the vicar. All right, listen, I don't feel good about this in my conscience, but we're gonna have to kill the holy man. No, we can't romance the vicar. Mind you, I'm sure that in the times gone past that would have been the other option, but no. Listen, our only option is we either turn in the Bowers or we kill the vicar. And listen, I feel like the Bowers are good people. They're not heretics. They just have a slight belief difference in God and in Christ, which is perfectly fair. That is their right. But I feel like the vicar's got to die. We're gonna kill a holy man. Okay. Right? Yeah. Well, I mean, if they were actually heretics, I would have probably cut them down where they stood. Yes. But in this case, we're gonna cut down the holy man. That's right. We're gonna gut the vicar like a fish and help the people. Do drugs with the vicar, mock the townspeople. Choose one. Help the people. That means we're killing the vicar. Really not a difficult choice. They're good people, okay? They have a slight difference of opinion with regards to faith. Oh, that's fine. They can hunt me down. I don't care. Fuck it. I made my choice. Can I talk to Father Goodwin?
I tried to talk to them, but it was hopeless. That woman is adamant about turning herself in.
It's all the same now, Henry. I got word from the presbytery that the vicar's getting ready to catch them.
Oh, God almighty. What are we going to do?
There's not much we can do now. No one's going to stand in the vicar's way. They're taking them to Kuttenberg now, where the pyre awaits them.
I am sorry, but after all, they had a chance to flee. They knew what fate was looming.
I know, but still.
It's my fault. I should have persuaded them.
Now, there's no need for that, Hal.
Hail Vicar Bezos!
You simply need to learn your lesson and not get drawn into such filthy dealings again.
When Sir Hannah commands, I can hardly refuse. And if I hadn't been here, who'd have tried to talk them out of it?
You're quite right. You're lucky you weren't dragged down with them. If the vicar had found out you warned them, well, it doesn't bear thinking about.
Now stop worrying about it and have a drink. You'll drive yourself insane if you keep brooding.
Good luck, then.
Oh no, the vicar's still here.
What are you playing at with that weapon? Put that weapon on. Put it away.
Let's see what our conversation options are here first.
Take care now.
I found them, Monsignor.
Pardon me?
I found the heretics.
Really? And who are they?
The Bauer family and their entire household.
Well, I expect you to give me some evidence. In the last few days, I've been hearing how practically everyone here is a heretic.
I found that place the captive heretic talked about, and I found a family cross there. It took a bit of asking around, but I learned it belongs to the Bauers. Their farm isn't far from here, to the north. And then all I had to do was go there and do a little spying.
What of it? What did you hear?
They were afraid you'd come for them. Some of them were talking about leaving the farm. Seems they're of another faith.
A different faith? Where did you get that from, my boy? There is only one faith, one God, one church. Understood?
Yes, I'm sorry, Monsignor. I didn't express myself well.
You are forgiven, but be careful what you say. A little remark like that could draw the kind of attention you really don't want. Now, to the point. Did you hear their prayer?
Yes, and it was the normal Lord's Prayer. Just at the end, they begged God, if you'll forgive my saying, to rid us of that devil in Rome.
God forgive those poor souls, for they know not what they do.
Then they had a discussion. Mrs. Bauer seems to want to confess to it all, but the others were trying to talk her out of it.
Confess? A heretic who wants to confess? There'll most certainly be more to it than meets the eye.
She seemed pretty determined.
Never trust the word of a heretic. They're the devil's vessels. Remember, he tries his tricks through them.
I'll bear that in mind.
Well, that will probably suffice for me. You did well. And for your devotion to Mother Church, you deserve a just reward.
Thank you, Monsignor.
Now, please excuse me. I need to arrange for their arrest and interrogation.
Of course.
See you later.
Give word to Sir Hanush.
peachy. You know.
I had to try. I had to try.
Oh my God!
Here.
Curse it!
Damn it. Shit. I'm going to...
Oh, this guy's good.
Yeah! Is that all you've got? I'll slap.
The clinch.
Well landed.
Oh, God damn it. We're gonna die. We're gonna die.
Shit.
You know what? I'll take this one. We're gonna take it for the team.
I'll slay you for that.
We'll take it for the team. I can't shoot. The problem is the bow that I have is too high level. I can't use the freaking bow I have. We tried. Okay, we tried. Thanks, T-Vale. Oh. Do I have... Do I have to do all of this all... Are you fucking kidding me? We slept twice. We slept twice.
God be with you, lad. What can I do for you?
Goodbye.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but sleeping is also supposed to save the goddamn game, right? Why did it not save the game, chat? Why did going to sleep not save the game? We should just take Hanush's horse. No, but the thing is, though, is it should have reset me to the last time I woke up. Not because I died. It saves when you go to sleep. The game saves when you go to sleep. That way, if you die, you go back to the point that you last slept. In this case, it didn't. And it should have. Do you understand my frustration? We just wasted 3.5 hours for nothing. Nothing. Well, I should have just stabbed Baldy in the face. Instead, I went after I walked away and went after the guards. I should have just stabbed the freaking... You know what? I have an idea. Hold on. Okay, so... I have a bow that is equipped. But apparently... my minimum... I need a minimum of 10 agility and 10 strength. Fuck. First, we're going to fix the problem with the bow. Okay? This needs to be handled right away. Oh, nope, this is not where I need... I need to go to the huntsman's. Well, we're not gonna be reaching back there on today's stream. I can guarantee you that. It's definitely not happening today. This does not this doesn't currently play into how I'm overall physically and mentally feeling today. Yeah, maybe I should just stab Baldy in the dick. That's true. All right, Mr. Sir, thank you, Huntsman Bertold.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I would like to talk trade, thank you.
Good luck to you.
I'm not angry. Definitely not angry. Bye. Okay, so... Hunting ash. Min, okay. Hunting dogwood. 9 and 7. Hazel. 10 and 7. 11 and 8. 13 and 7. 12 and 7. Okay, so we want yes. All right, that'll be the one. Okay. Add that to, there we go. Basket. Okay, so we want to add that to the basket. 1. Okay. Yes. Close the deal. Okay, thank you. Now we actually have a bow that I can use. Equipped. Arrows. Where, well, excuse me, where are my arrows? Arrows. Okay, yep. Okay, there we go. All right. We're at least gonna ride up that direction anyway. All right, well, that was, that didn't quite work out the way I had hoped, unfortunately. We'll at least get back up to Uzhitz. I might play this a little bit later this evening, though. We'll see how I'm feeling about things in a bit, as it were. But yeah, I'm not angry about it. The one thing I've actually come to realize is while Kingdom Come Deliverance is a beautiful and phenomenal game, the storytelling is fantastic, and it just, like, it really does play really well. There are still bugs in this game. Skip everything and just go stab Baldy in the dick. I mean, we gotta get rid of the vicar, right? So... we should be coming up on Neuhof here shortly. Wow, it is already 5:15. God damn. It's crazy, like... and it started snowing. Come on. Finally started getting warm, and now it's gonna snow. God damn it. Tab out neck. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually have to have a bit of a chat, I think, with Zool and see if there's something I can do about going up and maybe this weekend going up and seeing my kids. Like, using the car to go and see them on Saturday or something. Mythic! Hours of toil in the meadows of Ujits reduced to a wisp in one fell swoop by the vicar's bodyguard. That's pretty much exactly what happened. Yep. That is exactly what happened. Vicar's bodyguard's mace. Yeah, well, it didn't help that I didn't actually have a bow that I could use either. Had I had a bow that I could use, I think things might have turned out slightly different, but... Okay, yep, we're on the right path. All right, we're good. It is what it is, Mythic. Thanks for hanging out with us, though. Appreciate that. Well, at least I know what I'm doing now. I've got a better idea. I know what I'm looking for. Oop. Nope, that's not where I want to go. I'll be honest, given my experience in Red Dead Redemption 2, I'm gonna say I actually think that the horseback riding is better in Kingdom Come than it is in RDR2. Just saying. Yeah, the beautiful thing is I should be able to knock this out really quick now because I know where everything is. You know what? Maybe we'll just do that. How about we? I don't know. We'll see about what we got going on here. I'm probably not going to be on too much longer, though, because I am starting to get a bit of a migraine, unfortunately. So I think what we'll do is we'll get up here. We'll talk to the vicar, we'll get that started, and then we'll see how things progress from that point. All right. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. That was very rude. Bagarre. Okay, so we're back in town. We're back in Ujits. I honestly can't believe that happened, though. That's on me. That is absolutely on me. For whatever reason, we didn't pull out the shield, even though the shield is, like, attached to my back. I still don't understand how that happened. My shield should have actually come out, but it didn't pull the shield. It was my fault for the bow because I didn't actually have a bow that I could use. We've rectified that. Right. Okay, well, we're at least here. Godwin got anything to say? Nope. Okay.
Take care now.
What do you want here?
Okay, here we go.
God save, Monsignor. My name's Henry, and I've been sent by Sir Hanish of Lipa.
Sir Hanish, And why is he sending you?
I'm to assist you in your search.
Oh, I see. How considerate of him. Well, you've come at the right time. I need someone who'll go unnoticed among the locals. I'm sure Sir Hanish told you what I'm doing here.
He said you're looking for heretics?
Exactly. I'm seeking out the sores that inflict the body of the church. The rash of heretics. Valdensians. Dangerous heretics, one and all.
Valdensians.
Are there any suspects?
Everyone is a suspect. You can be
I
sure
love
of
that.
that.
Everyone is a suspect.
But I'll know more after I finish the interrogations.
Well, I'm not from Ujits exactly, so I don't know how well they'll accept me.
That's good, because the last thing I need is one of these local good-for-nothings. I can't trust a single one of them. And they don't trust me either. But you're an ordinary lad with a likable face, if a bit simple-looking.
Whoa!
You'll have a
Whoa!
much
There's
better
no
chance of learning
need
their
for
secrets.
freaking insults there,
Flatter me,
bud.
Monsignor. Very well then. How did you conclude there are heretics here?
We caught one in Gutenberg. He confessed to everything, including meeting up with others in Ujits a few times.
And that was all he told you?
By the end, all his strength had left him, so he couldn't even put together a list.
I'm guessing he didn't speak willingly.
Of course not.
Little wonder his strength deserted him in the executioner's clutches. It's a pity. He might have known more.
My lad, guard your tongue. It's unwise to question the ways of Mother Church. Heretics are a conquer on the body of the Church. Do you know what's to be done with such an ulcer? You take the hot iron to it and burn it out.
Wow!
It may hurt. It hurt me too, to have to cause the man to suffer. But it had to be done for the well-being of the Church.
Frickin' psychopath!
Who are these Valdensians? I've never heard of them.
Really? Then you've either not been paying attention in church, or the parish priest in Retai is too idle to read out the bishop's missive to the congregation. Both possibilities are equally disturbing, but I'll allow you the benefit of the doubt and assume it's the latter. But
We
to
haven't
answer your
spent any
question,
time in
it's a
church
heretical sect.
at all.
I gathered that much.
Zero
But what
time in the
form does
church.
heresy take?
This is the
Look,
most
boy,
time we've been
I
inside
don't have
a
time right now to
holy
embark on
building.
theological disputation. Besides which, it's not something you need concern yourself with. Suffice it to say, they are heretics.
Very well, Monsignor. How can I help you then?
Excellent. Let's get right to the point, Henry. I know how to get to where the heretics congregate.
And what's stopping you from going there, sir?
That is to say, I know in theory. The crux of the matter is this. We caught a heretic in Gutenberg who told us of the heretics in Ujits. Regrettably, by the time he got around to describing their meeting place, he was already raving and hardly coherent.
I see. So do you know where they meet up, or don't you?
Possibly. His account was confused, to say the least. I have a record somewhere here. Can you read, boy?
Naturally, Father. Otherwise, Sir Hanish wouldn't have sent me.
I see. It's a good thing at least the servants of the nobility are getting a suitable education.
Whoa,
Some of their own offspring can hardly write their own names. Here's the record of the interrogation. From what I can make out,
He's got
his
sort of a
description
low
the route
opinion of a
starts
lot
with
of
the
people,
local
doesn't he? He thinks
Once you've found
awful
something,
highly of
come
himself.
back and see me.
I'll do my
Hey,
best.
Josh. Okay, there's the stretch. Okay. All right.
I'll get working on it, sir.
God be with you, my son.
Now, if I talk to Father Godwin... No, still nothing. Okay. Joshua, how are you doing? Thanks for throwing down some points and redeeming for that stretch. Hope you're well. All right, so we already... you know what? Maybe we'll just redo this in quick, proper fashion. All right, we're going to come and sit down and do a little light reading. We know where we're going, but I do believe that you're supposed to read the book. We'll go quest items. All Right, okay. We're just gonna... the executioner was again obliged to exercise his persuasive art, which in due course the vicar ordered him to desist. The prisoner was greatly fatigued. I began my pilgrimage in Ujits, a den of iniquity where people were drinking and fornicating, so I left that corrupt place at once. And at once I saw another abomination, the temple of the bride of the Antichrist. With the proud Babylonian tower, I went past it quickly towards the rising sun. When I left the village, I came upon a crossroads, and I didn't know which way to go, so I fell on my knees and prayed. My prayer was heard, for the finger of Christ rose from the ground to show the right path. On I went through this sinful land, and suddenly I heard the sound of a 1,000-headed crowd at work, and I saw their queen and their towers. I journeyed further on, and all at once there rose from the ground the jaws of the behemoth, and his broken teeth jutted up to the heavens like so many tombstones of the Moabites. So I went through the mouth of the beast, and by the road I saw the abode of the apostles Peter and Andrew, and I was hungry, so I took the fruits of their labors and filled my belly. Then I left their house and saw 2 widows weeping and keening. I wept with them, and they let me sleep in their shadow. Okay. Class, yeah. Okay, so we've read the book. Let's get out of here. Get on the horse. We know where we're going. So we're going to actually wrap this up fairly quick, I think. We're not riding around blindly in the freaking fields anymore. I have a pretty good idea where we're going. Dad remembers. Okay, so that was the bride of the Antichrist. This here's the finger of Christ. The crowd of thousands working in their queen, bees. Okay, there's the ruins. Interesting sight. You've reached a new level in horsemanship. Okay, Peter and Andrew being fishermen, right? Oh, roommate's home. The weeping willows from the shadow. All right. And then we want the left bridge. We want the men of straw. There we go. And through the gates into the Garden of Paradise.
Seems I've found it.
Right. Okay. I'll grab that. Okay.
A cross. Nicely carved. Someone in the village.
Okay, I'm not too worried about that right now because what I want to do is I want this. There we go. And 400. And the reason, you might ask, okay, hold on. Unlocked. There we go. Nailed it. Giggity. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy. Open it. Thank you. Okay, it's only 15 groschen. We're gonna take all of it. Okay. Nobody's gonna notice. All right. Hey, we didn't get jumped by bandits out here. Interesting, huh? No bandits hide? No, looks like the bandits are not hiding out here. Fantastic. Okay. Looks like the dingleberries are missing. They're missing, chat. Okay. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. And it just started raining. Shall we aim for the man walking down the road? We didn't hit him. We did not hit the man. We could have hit the man. We did not hit the man.
Hey. Who's there? Answer me.
Mother of God.
Hey.
Well, I never. Well, that's good. We didn't ask you to anyway. So get bent. At least the rain didn't last long. Okay, we're gonna stop and talk to the good father.
Father, I wonder if you could tell me whose cross this is.
I do know, but I'm not sure I can tell you.
I don't understand. Why not?
People said they saw you talking with a vicar.
Yeah,
They're
they did.
afraid that Sir Hanu sent you here to help him.
It's yesterday, I guess, sometime. I opened my window.
Sorry, it's my kid.
Well, that is basically true.
Jesus Christ, Hal, are you insane? To get involved with a man like that?
Sir Hanu sent me to find out what he wants, and to get him out of here if possible.
Well, then we share the same interest. But I'd still prefer it to end with nobody burned at the stake.
But from my height, can only see this far. Can only see this part of my neighborhood. What the fuck?
You and me both.
That's good to hear. Where did you find the cross?
Let's do a deal. I'll tell you where I found it, and you tell me whose it is.
Very well.
I'm gonna have
Tell
to have
me.
a chat with my
I
kids.
found it in the woods.
Oh my god.
It looked like people met there. There were other things,
All right.
candles, a cloth, and so on.
Damn it. That really does seem like...
That the vicar is right to be looking here. It surprised me, too. So whose is it?
The cross is definitely the Bowers, I remember that. But that just can't be. I can't believe it. If they really are heretics, though...
What do you want to do?
I don't know. But I'll do anything in my power to prevent a heretic witch hunt taking hold here.
I see. It wouldn't make Sir Hanush too happy either.
My thoughts exactly. But the question still remains what to do about it.
Not wrong.
The vicar won't give up till he's found what he wants. You know what, boy? Before we do anything else, we ought to make sure whether there really are heretics here.
What do you propose?
That's simple. Listen to how they say their prayers.
What good will that do us?
Prayers are sacred to all Christians, heretic or devotee. But if they are heretics, they're bound to pray differently.
That makes sense.
Okay.
But how can I listen to their private prayers? I don't suppose they'll be praying that way in the church.
No.
Certainly not. In the church, they'd pray the usual way. But at home, it's a different matter entirely. I know they meet at the farm in the evening with all the domestics. They'll surely be praying then.
All right, but how can I listen in?
I don't know. Crouch beneath the window? Climb up in the loft? That way you'll be sure to hear everything said in the main room.
What do you know about the Bowers?
Let's, we're just going to go through all of this because it helps with speech anyways. It ups our speech level.
Well, they do rather keep themselves to themselves. They attend mass, true enough. They leave the moment it's over. And I've never seen them at a dance or a celebration of any kind. But on the other hand, they give more alms to the needy in the village than anyone. I can't deny them that.
Where did those Bower folk come from?
I don't really know.
I love how he's
I've
like, where did those
much,
Bower folk come
they've
from?
Not
Like,
been here long, only 2 or 3 years.
And the cross? Did you consecrate that for the Bowers themselves?
No. It belonged to the family who lived on the farm before them. That was quite a sad story.
All right.
Right, I'll get on with it.
Okay.
God be with you.
So, we've got that much done. So I think what we'll do is we'll pick this up tomorrow. Remember, here's the thing though, is it's not that the Protestants hated the Catholics, it's that both sides hated each other equally. And, remember, one side always looked down on the other and vice versa, right? Somebody was also, you know, and people were crucified for it, right? But the thing is, though, is the Protestants didn't necessarily start it, neither, like, we don't really know where it all stems from. But it's been going on for so long. And my guess is, if I can be perfectly honest, my guess is it's because of stuff like this, the Catholic Church doing stuff like this, where if you didn't believe it in the Catholic faith, it wasn't Christianity, and therefore you were burned as a heretic. Because, you know, Holy Roman Empire and all. History's kind of funky like that, you know? Anyway, chat. So this is where we're gonna wrap things up. Hold on, bear with me. God damn it. Okay, there we go. All right, we're gonna save and quit. There we go. Chat, thanks for hanging out with me today. Thanks for being here. It's been fun. Tomorrow, we might be stepping, again, we might be, I'm waiting to hear back about something. We might be stepping back from Kingdom Come Deliverance tomorrow. I might have an opportunity for another sponsored stream, so I'm waiting for a couple of emails to come through. When and if that happens, I'll let everybody know for sure what's going on. But I do want to say thank you. Thank you to all of you for being here. To those of you over on the YouTubes, thank you so much for dropping the subscribes. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today, and thanks for putting in the time and just hanging out. Twitch, chat, thanks for being here. Thanks for the follows. Thank you for the subs, resubs, and gifted subs. Thank you for the bits, and as always, thanks for giving Dad the big old tippity tip.
Oh my!
Enjoy your Thursday night, everyone. We're gonna get out of here. YouTube, unfortunately. There's no, I can't raid. I can't send you guys over somewhere. I really wish that was a thing, but unfortunately, it apparently is not a thing, but, you know, neither here nor there at this point. But thank you. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday.